This should be a fun air test because there's no detector rest on here. There's actually a knob on the bottom for the arm cuff, so watch this. No matter how you try to balance it, it's gonna fall over. Oh boy. Oh boy. What is up, everybody? The Hunter GT with TheHunterGT.com. That's right, go check out the website. Got all the rad metal detecting stuff over there, the buy page, the forum, filled with all sorts of awesome guys who are showing off their finds and talking about metal detectors over there. Check us out, TheHunterGT.com. Well, what is going on today? We have part 2, so to speak, our second Intey Chinese metal detector. Here it is, guys. Look at this bad boy with the yellow colored, I don't know if it's like a yellowish brown color coil. It's got a pooper scooper right there on the end as an armrest. That's literally what I thought it was when it came out of the box. This piece detaches right here, and I thought it was, is this the shovel? Is this like a little shovel here? I saw it this way first. I said, that must be like a little shovel to dig in the sand. Oh my goodness, this is comical. But I figured it out that it is the actual armrest there. So quite a nice armrest, right? It wraps around absolutely nothing on your arm, so there is that. But same setup here. We get a little bit of a longer bag this time with this one. This is the TO-GJ23. The other one was -24. So we got the same model number, basically just went from a 23 to a 24. So there we are. I have the same pickaxe right here. Look, I took the handle off because it just slides on just that easy. I wanted to show you in the last video how easy it is for it to come off and on. Comes in the same little bag here, this thin nylon bag that reminds me of, you remember the old G.I. Joe toys that you throw up in the air and then the parachute would open up? It's almost like that. It's almost like a I don't know, like a plastic vinyl type bag of some sort. But there's the pickaxe, the rolled 16th inch sheet metal right there. It's not really the greatest. This thing has a little compass on the back that amazingly actually does point to due north. However, if you move it like that, look, it doesn't work. It just rotates in my hand each direction, so you have to have it exactly up, any sort of angle with it, and you are going to have issues. One of those cheap little compasses. So right there's the handle, screws on right there. As you can see, it's a hollowed out handle as well, so very lightweight, very flimsy. You're not going to be digging much with that unless you're in like beach sand or something. Yet again, I feel that the bag is the best part about this detector kit here. This one does not smell like chemicals like the other ones, so it's actually a win. This bag is chemical free. I don't feel like I'm going to catch on fire, anything like that, so we're at a bonus already as far as that goes. Now, this one, as you can see, is an analog detector. It is not digital, no buttons really other than a pinpoint. So it does have a pinpoint, has a low battery indicator where the light just turns on. We have sensitivity, power on, volume, all metal. We'll go over that here in a second, and we'll bust out the ruler. No instruction manual in this box, so I had to figure out how to put it together myself. No idea how to do that. I had no instructions in the box on how to utilize anything. I actually found the model number right here on the sticker on bottom that was not printed on the box actually either, so I'm not sure what's going on. The other one came with a manual. This one, no manual. I guess they're assuming that you know how to use one if you're buying these $89 Chinese detectors. They're going to assume that you already know how to use a detector, so there it is. The TO-GJ-023 this time. So what do you say we throw a couple batteries? 2 9-volt batteries. That's about all I know about it. I don't know the weight specifications. It feels like it's about 2.5 pounds, 3 pounds. It's not the lightest detector, but it's not very heavy either. It's got a pistol grip on it. Check it out, like a guard, you know, for your pistol-like grip. I don't know what this is for. They could probably just saw this off, and I guess for rigidity it's probably pretty flimsy without it. Probably wobbles around a little bit, but it seems pretty unnecessary. It's a pretty big piece of plastic there that they put on it. And the pooper scooper, there you go. It's got a little locking collar right here. This can collapse in and out. And the puke yellow the puke yellow coil and pooper scooper armrest there. So there it is, guys. What do you say we check out the features, turn it on real quick, and we'll run it through the paces and see what this bad boy, I use that term loosely here, is all about. Alright, so there is the face of the detector up close. Pretty easy here. We have a power knob. Excuse the chainsaw in the background. Nothing I can really do about it. One of the neighbors a street over is chopping down a tree. So we have power off like that, and you just click it and it comes on. We have a sensitivity. It turns into a sensitivity meter that we can crank all the way up or down however you see fit. And then we'll leave it on, I guess. We have volume control right here, which will change the audio of the volume, not pitch or anything like that. It's basically a one-tone machine, so you just change the volume up or down as loud as you want that tone to come in, and then when you're down here it says all metal, and then when you turn it, it doesn't even click, so it's basically all metal, and then as you roll it up it just turns into disc. Basically there's no click or anything like that to show you, that you click into all metal anything, so you just kind of roll it up and you are good to go there in disc mode. So haven't really tested out nails or anything like that. I doubt I will on the video. I'm trying to just get through this as fast as I can because it's rather agonizing. So I'm not going to sit there and do nail tests. I know it won't pass. I mean, it's just bonkers. So there we go. It's got a pinpoint button right here and your 8th headphone jack right there. That's about all there is to it. There's not too much to this detector, just like the other one. What you see is what you get, and that's about it. What do you say we throw it on the bench here and give it a test, see how it works? Alright guys, here we go. We got the dime, zinc penny, copper penny, nickel, quarter, and 50-cent piece. I got it cranked up here. However, since there is no detector stand and it does fall over, got the daughter here holding it up right here. Good job. She doesn't want to be on camera. I caught her in the middle of doing her hair right now. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to her. She is 11 years old today, so she gets to come help me as her birthday present for being 11, is to help me hold up this Chinese detector. Okay, so let's start with the dime here. Here we go. We have it all the way maxed up, no disc, volume cranked up. 4.5, and it cuts out at 5. So let's try the zinc penny here. Same tone, one-tone machine. 5 inches, and it cuts out at 5.5. So it looks like we're getting about the same results as that digital detector cranked up here. Looking at about 4 to 5 inches on most coins. It looks like your average penny or dime. Copper penny, we're at 5 and it's starting to cut out. 5.5, nothing. Nickel, here we go. Maybe we'll get a little bit further here. 5 inches, and nope, 5.5, cutting out. So let's try something bigger. A quarter. Here's a quarter. Five inches and 5.5. It is cutting out right there. You can hear it cutting out at 5.5. Couple little tiny beeps. Nothing at 6. So 5.5 on a quarter. And here we go with the $50 large coin. Cutting out at 5.5 again. I can tell it's getting kind of faint. And nothing at 6. Nothing at 6 inches on a $50. So there it is, guys. That is the air test with this analog version of the Intey. The other one was full digital, this one being analog. So we're looking 6 inch, 5.5 max. Nothing, even this large $50 at 6 inches. You can hear a pop every once in a while. 5.5, you can hear it. So nothing really reaches 6 inches. The last one cut off even before that, I want to say. So cranked up. These two Chinese detectors, the digital one I did in my last video, and this one, you are looking at 4.5 to 5.5 inches on most coins. Terrible recovery speed on the last one, just absolutely pathetic. The build quality was terrible as well. If you remember, it had like a plastic baggie for a screen cover there. This one has the hard, it's pretty hard there, actually. It's not too bad. So this one is built a little bit better. The knobs actually feel okay, but that's pretty much it. So as you can see here, it does not sit upright at all. So let's go to recovery speed, see what happens. Alright, recovery speed. I got 4 coins this time. I got the dime, $50, penny, and the quarter there. Remember the last digital detector? It was terrible. When I went over it, I got these about a coil width apart right there. See how it's about a coil width apart on each of them? So the last one, I gave it a good extra 2 inches from there. I gave it even more spread, and with 3 coins set up, it wouldn't even hit one of them half the time. It would hit one mid-tone on a $50. Yeah, it was comical at best. It was terrible. This one actually has a pretty good recovery speed. I'll give it credit. You can definitely hear all 4 of them there. If I get stupid, I can trick it to where it kind of fades into each other, but for the most part, it's a very good recovery speed. Nothing wrong with that recovery speed. So there's a video, guys. I'm not going to get into a bunch of nail tests and, you know, Monty's nail tests and do all this crazy stuff with these 2 Chinese detectors. I mean, they are what they are. One is just terrible. The digital one was just bonkers terrible. It was terrible build quality. This one's built a little bit better, but it's kind of overkill. They got this pistol grip cover on it. There's no support for your arm on this one. I mean, it's basically you're all in your wrist here. This thing is not doing anything on the back. So it's basically all in your wrist. If you're a teenager or a kid, you're gonna get a blister real quick because there's no foam grip. It's all in your wrist with no support. It's quite nose heavy being all up front there. You would definitely tire out. Even I would tire out. I'm a full grown adult and I would tire out with a full day of swinging with this thing. Absolutely. It's that nice vomit yellow brownish color. I'm not sure what color you want to call that. It's not quite yellow. It's not quite brown. It's somewhere in between. It's got the pinpoint button on it there. The pinpoint is really kind of iffy on this. So let's see here. See if I can see how wide it is before it stops. It picks it up way out there. That's center, and there's no tone change. There's no pitch change on it. So it picks it up on the inner ring there, right there. And there's no, so I can, that's my pinpoint right there. No tone adjustment, no tone change, which is pretty lackadaisical basically. They might as well have just not even had the pinpoint on it, to be honest. So if you're going to pinpoint, it's going to be that whole big circle. Your coin could be anywhere in there. So if you're trying to use a small hole or a coin probe, something like that, good luck. You're pretty much going to have to dig a hole at least the size of that middle circle, which isn't bad. You know, most holes are going to be that size anyways, but since this thing's only going 3 to 4 inches down, I'm assuming the deeper the coin gets, the worse the pinpoint's going to get on it, and you're really going to have a struggle. Haven't taken it to a park yet to hunt. Either one of them, not going to. I just kind of wanted to test them here. I know that in an air test, they're only getting 3.5, 4.5 inches. So, like I said, in soil at a park, you're looking at 3.5. 3.5, 4 inches tops. In soil, it's going to lessen it, especially in mineralized soil. You're probably looking at like 2 inches with this thing. So for $89, it's built okay compared to the other one. This one is built okay. I'm not a fan of the color at all. I'm not a fan of the armrest here at all, or the pistol grip looking knuckle protector. I don't know what they think you're going to do with it, why you need that there. Yeah, so it is what it is. It's a Chinese detector, and it does not get great depth at all. They did really okay on the recovery speed, but as far as depth, as far as the target indicator, that does nothing. you know, it's just, the pinpoint is not great. The volume that's as loud as it gets. That is as high as it gets right there. It is fully cranked up there on the volume knob. And it's not really the loudest. It's a real soft tone on it. Not really a fan of that. I prefer a much crisper, louder tone. Of course, you're going to want to use headphones, 1/8" headphones. So your big headphones will not fit without an adapter. You will need to get an adapter there for both detectors, the last one and this one. So that's the last Chinese detector I will ever be reviewing, most likely. Hopefully, the Intey, what was it? TOG724 was the last one, and this one is the -23. So save your money. I don't know why Amazon is sponsoring either one of these. I will be putting them both up against a couple of bounty hunters. One that's cheaper, the Gold Digger, and then also against a Tracker 4, which is the same price. And we're going to see how those two detectors go up neck and neck versus these Chinese detectors. Some made in America goodness versus this Chinese made terribleness. That's not a word, I guess, but yeah, it's I mean, look at it. That you have that knob on the bottom there. I'm pointing at it with my pinky there. That knob is your detector stand, basically. So it's gonna, at least the other one at least had a little bit of a half moon arc there that it would stay up. This one will not stay up at all. You know, I thought about flipping this over since it has an arc, maybe flipping it over. It's not doing much as it is, but there's no screw hole for that screw knob to go into on the other side. So this is definitely the direction it is. It's definitely an armrest. It's not a pooper scooper. There it is, guys. Trying to keep a straight face here. Trying to make this a legit review. The Intey Chinese metal detector. The GOT, I'm not even going to repeat it. So there it is, $89 on Amazon. My advice, stay the heck away. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. The Hunter GT signing off. I will see you on the next video.